Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, it is Saturday, August 8th, 2020, and this is the Flight Sim News, or should I say, breaking news. Eagle Dynamics announces the Dynamic Campaign engine. How awesome is that? This is the most talked about feature for DCS World that people have been asking for forever. So they posted their little weekend update. And right off the bat, one of the first things they mention is Dynamic Campaign Engine for DCS World. The DCS World Dynamic Campaign Engine combines a real-time strategy engine with military forces and economic layers, production, logistics, use, and transfer of resources that pitch two opposing sides aided by advanced strategic and tactical AI. We have now completed the core RTS logic and have connected it to DCS World. We are currently finalizing the basics of the in-game economics model. We will be working on the combat tasking logic and certain win-win situations in the near future. The last stage will be the client-server architecture needed to support large campaigns with ongoing online sessions. We are certain that you will have many detailed questions and look forward to revealing more information on this module as and when we are in position to demonstrate some of the features live. Now notice how they worded that. They said on this module. So there's been some clarification on this since this went out, which is pretty cool. So Kate, who is, I believe, the COO or something, some bigwig over at Eagle Dynamics, we've seen her post things before, and it says right here, official statement, Dynamic Campaign will be part of DCS World. It's not a standalone module. In addition, Nineline goes on at Hoggit to basically further confirm this by stating that the Dynamic Campaign will be part of the core game. So the good news is it's not a module that we're going to have to pay for like the Super Carrier was. So it looks to be something that's going to benefit us all, no matter what module you have in DCS World. So that is really exciting news, and that is the main reason I've put together another Flight Sim News just the day after I just did the Flight Sim News yesterday, because normally they put out their weekly update in the evening my time, and I like to put out a news Friday morning usually. But I never expected this. I usually covered the weekly update on Monday or Sunday because there's never anything that big or exciting to talk about. But the Dynamic Campaign Engine is super exciting. And it's what everybody's been asking for forever. So, the only thing I have to say about that is I think there's more fun and value in a scripted mission because you can create something that feels dynamic and ever-evolving with more exciting things happening in a mission that is scripted than in the dynamic ones. But, as far back as I can remember, Jane's Longbow had the best combination of a dynamic campaign that had scripted elements to it. And it made for very fun and exciting missions that felt very live. So hopefully they do something like that with this, and it's not just that vanilla dynamic campaign like that Falcon 4.0 had. I was never a big fan of that, and people praise that to this day as being the holy grail. I don't think it is. But it is exciting news, and I wanted to throw that out there for you guys because I think that's probably the most exciting thing we've heard for DCS World in months now, really, to be honest. In other news, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 is right around the corner, and the Flight Sim Deck has posted a video called The Animals of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, a hands-on beta preview. This is about 2 minutes long, and I'm not going to keep playing it because I have a funny feeling it's probably copyrighted music and I'm going to get a strike for it, but it's about 2 minutes and 7 seconds long, and it's pretty cool. It details all the animals that they have in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 on the ground that just happen to be running around these areas that they've created. Pretty cool stuff. I'll throw a link to this in the video description as usual so you can check it out for yourself. Next up, Ian Christie. He is busting out these A4E Skyhawk videos like crazy. Ian also reached out to me to let me know that he's got a series of missions that he has created, and I guess he was saying something about that they're rated based between like on a scale of 1 to 5 and how difficult they are. And he was basically saying, hey man, if you're looking for something to do in your videos, why don't you do some of these missions? So I might have to do that soon. I emailed him back and let him know that, hey, throw me a link to some of these missions, because going over to the Eagle Dynamics download section is like trying to find a needle in a haystack sometimes. So I'd rather not wade through all that. So Ian, if you could be so kind, throw me a link in an email to your missions. I will gladly take a look at those, and I will also provide them to my viewers so they can download them as well. So I think it would be a win-win. But here is Ian's latest video called Flak Busters. Who are you going to call?
Hello YouTube, Sidekick here, back in my trusty A4E Skyhawk. We're out in force this afternoon going after that flak site on the coast that we softened up earlier today by taking out the SAM site. Alright, there it is, just like in the air photo. You can see the targets, 1 and 2 on the left, 3 and then 4 up on the side of the hill. Looks like it's just about showtime. Okay, good strikes from Checkmate. I think I see all 4 targets marked.
This video is about 8 minutes long. I'll throw a link to this in the video description as usual so you can check it out for yourself. Alright, lastly, the Growling Sidewinder also has an interview with Nick Gray, the CEO of Eagle Dynamics. Looks like Nick is out here making his rounds, which is pretty cool.
Because we, as you know, we have a lot of legacy code that we need to make sure doesn't break or doesn't create any clogs and so on. And so it is something that we need to be wary of, but it's an absolute yes, and the performance will be substantially enhanced.
Wonderful. We've heard a lot about a DCS campaign engine. Is this something that ED is working on, some sort of dynamic campaign, single player, multiplayer kind of thing? And if yes, what is your vision for what that would look like when it comes to DCS? What will it offer?
Well, it will be different to BMS or Falcon 4 in many ways, primarily because we're a real-time engine, which means you can jump from one product to another at any time, which is very different from Falcon, where everything happens in these kind of...
This is an absolutely outstanding interview. It's about 56 minutes and 23 seconds long, and I'll throw a link to this in the video description as usual so you can check it out for yourself over at the Growling Sidewinder. So I think that's it for today's news, guys. So hopefully, Nick said he would be interested in possibly doing an interview. So Nick, reach out to me. Hit me up with an email. Matt knows my email. Let's get this set up, man. I see you're making your rounds, so I would love to talk to you, and my viewers, I'm sure, would love to hear from you on the topic of everything Eagle Dynamics in DCS world, and I think it would be great fun. So definitely reach out to me, Nick. Let's do this. As always, thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. Feel free to hit that like button, and until next time, guys.